As of this week, we're going to get charged more for e-tolls. You're probably wondering, Gareth, what e-tolls? That is a good question. The unpopular scheme is hiking its prices by 5%, in line with the general toll increases announced by SANRAL, the South African National Roads Agency. Well, let's get reaction to this from one of the organizations who was fighting this from the very beginning, Advocate Stefanie Fick from Outer. In fact, this is, I think, Stefanie, tell me if I'm wrong, where Outer really made its name. Here's probably the key question. Advocate, morning to you. I didn't realize that these e-tolls were still a thing. Weren't they supposed to vanish?
Yeah, no, true. We also hope that, if you took notes when the minister talks, you would think that in the budget speech there was supposed to be something about e-tolls. So yeah, we were, at this point in time. So let me clarify. There's two types of tolls. So you get your long distance tolls. That's the toll that you pay if you go down to Durban and Cape Town, an enormous amount of money. Those are the concessionaires. In other words, they took over the roads in contracts from SANRAL for, it's normally 30 years. So they take the roads, they upgrade it, and they maintain it on behalf of SANRAL. And then obviously you pay tolls. And then we obviously have the e-tolls. And in all fairness, I don't know why people still pay, e-tolls. So if it increases, shouldn't really make a difference to you. But yes, we are concerned about the concessionaires, and that's why we lodged PIAs. In other words, we requested certain information from SANRAL, because what we are worried about is that we pay way more in tolls that is reasonably expected for the upgrade and the maintenance of these roads. And that, is SANRAL getting the amount of money that they should? Or is the motorist yet again sort of overpaying for something? We all agree that companies must make, some type of profit, but profit not to the detriment of South Africans. I think we will all agree with that.
We will indeed. So, Advocate, how do you see this now playing out as far as this fight against e-tolls is concerned? Because I think for a number of years now, South Africans, or Gautengers rather, have either, as you say, been abiding by the law and paying for the e-tolls, or they haven't. But now, because there's a price increase, it's going to bring back that question of why are they there in the first place? How do you see this fight against e-tolls playing out again now that it's back in the spotlight?
Well, I think what we must realize, in all fairness, is that the scheme has already failed. With a 15, we think it's about 15%, 15% compliance rate. That's nothing. So the scheme has failed. They do not get enough money, to sort of make this a success. I think right in the beginning, they thought they were going to get 95%. It never reached that, never, ever, ever. And now we are way down to 15%. So what I actually wanted to say is that, the businesses, the individuals that are still paying, if you are still part of that 15%, just know that, there are increases. But, for the motorist that really wants to consider with, this basically unlawful scheme, we're saying, there was no proper public participation. And I would like to repeat this each and every time. We must remember that the GFIP, where e-tolls is being paid, is but 1% of SANRAL's total road service, so is a road surface. In other words, SANRAL manages a large number of roads. Now, the GFIP is only 1%, and they thought they're going to get 34% of their revenue from 1% of their road surface. That should tell you something. So good luck to the people that is still paying. I think you should seriously consider not doing that, because this scheme has failed. To government, can we please have an announcement? I think government is very skeptical to sort of say that, they made a mistake, because they did make a mistake with e-tolls. Let's use that gantries, that white elephants, for law enforcement, and let's move on. And guys, there are money in the budget. SANRAL is getting money for GFIP. Provinces and local government get money to upgrade their roads. That's under their control. So the potholes, not the motorist's fault that refuse to pay e-tolls. It is most probably your local government, if not, then your provincial government that must make sure that your roads are in the condition that you deserve.
Yeah, rather use the gantries, advocate, as you say, for something that actually benefits motorists of Gauteng. As always, I appreciate your time speaking to us. From Outer's legal officer, advocate Stefanie Fick, joining us this morning here on ENCA.